Hello everybody. You are watching series of success stories brought to you by Indian Achievers Forum. I am Anshita and today's success story is about Mr. Vineet Singh. He is the managing director of HMPL Consulting Private Limited.
Indian Achievers Forum is driven by a full-fledged advisory board. The board consists of experienced personalities who have excelled in their respective careers. Together, the forum organizes conferences, events, workshops, exhibitions, trade shows and B2B initiatives in India as well as abroad. Where there is passion, there is achievement. And where there is achievement, there is Indian Achievers Forum.
Hi sir, welcome to the show.
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Very good, thank you. So, before we actually begin the session, sir, could you please tell everyone who's watching you right now a bit more about yourself?
So I'm Vineet Singh. I am the managing director for a company called HMPL Consulting. We do have a couple of other, associate companies as well, and we specialize in audiovisual and acoustics design consulting. And apart from that,
Correct.
we're also into IoT, automation, and some other fields of technology consulting that we actually engage with.
Right, amazing. Okay, so when we talk about your entire journey, have there been any setbacks or challenges that you've come across sometime in your career that you would like to mention here?
So I think when we started off, there were challenges, of course, as with any new business that you will find.
Right,
I think the key was to sort of identify your key or rather your niche, expertise, and maybe work on that. Build the right team that could possibly support you in that initiative. And so, fortunately, we did find the right people who got engaged with us, who came on board with us. And the vision that we had for the company, we did have other people who could align with that business model again. And
correct.
we grew from strength to strength. And yes, it was challenging to begin with. But at the same time, I think if you have the principles or the fundamentals of the business right, I think it's not that difficult to sort of find your way through. And with any new business, you will have to sort of maneuver through your competition that will exist at that point in time. And what differentiates or distinguishes you from the others, that's a key that maybe possibly makes you look different from the others. And the other part was, of course, the fact that how do you build the confidence in the market with the clients, with the end users, who see you as the right partner to work with, and who could possibly engage to you as an end user or as a B2B level as well. So I think every business will have its own share of challenges, but it's the fact that what fundamentals that you have for your business model that will probably take you forward. And then at the same time, again, as I mentioned, that for any business to be successful, you need to have the right team of people to work with as well. So I think I was fortunate from that perspective, and it's probably my team which made me look good as well to my clients. So that's how it was.
Right. I think that's very well explained. Also, when we talk about the future of the company, what does that look like? Could you tell us something about your future plans and projects?
Yes, so I think as I mentioned earlier, we did start with one particular vertical, which was the audiovisual and acoustic vertical. We evolved over a period in time. We could identify, how could we actually upscale the business, make it future proof and future ready as well. So if you look at the current scenario that we're all facing right now, it's not easy times for anybody around. But if you probably put your thought process right in the first place, where you are evolving constantly and not sitting back and waiting for things to happen. So from that perspective, we were pretty much upscaled or future proof, wherein which we evolved from one business to the other, whether it be it from AV acoustics to IoT automation, smart workspaces, your IT verticals as well. So all these came along and we upscaled the business as we moved ahead. And as we face the current challenges in the current pandemic scenario, I feel that what we started about 2 years back as an initiative again in the business where we define certain other verticals also, that is probably coming in very handy, where in which that is becoming more relevant to our end users, to the clients who has sort of recognized the fact that there is a use case for all those elements of technology that we've actually focusing on for past couple of years, and that's become more relevant now. So we see that increasingly as an ask from our clients, from the partners that we work with, and increasingly within the industry as well for various segments, whether it be the corporate segment, the enterprise, education now, which is probably the go-to segment for us to sort of focus on and define and refine and maybe come up with solutions which are more applicable to the current scenario and also probably to the new normal that we're all facing right now. Yeah.
Right. So, sir, also if someone wants to contact you for your services, what is the right way to go about it? Any social media sites or any contact details that you would like to mention here?
So we do have our LinkedIn page and also our Facebook page. Maybe people who are interested in our line of work or what we do and want to know more about what we do and what are the services that we offer to our clients, they can always reach out through those medium. Apart from that, if anybody wants to reach out, they can go on to the website as well and probably send us an email. And we do have a contact page out there where they can register and maybe get in touch with the relevant people from our business for whatever service that they would like to look at.
How did you feel on winning the Indian Achievers Awards? What was the reaction like, and how was the experience?
So the experience was nice. I think I had read through, possibly through the LinkedIn pages about the forum, and we did put a nomination forward to your forum again. And at the same time, after winning it, it was quite a satisfying feeling because we've been winning awards overseas as well, in Amsterdam and also Europe, for the work that we actually do and the projects that we that we execute all around. But it's also good to get recognized locally over here in our own country, and in a forum which recognizes talent, it recognizes businesses who are contributing towards the growth and also towards the social responsibility segment as well. So that's something which is quite satisfying, and that's where we feel that it was quite a sense of achievement that we had at our end as a team as well. So thank you to IAF again for the same, and we feel proud about that. Yes.
Absolutely. And I think you are very well deserved for the kind of work that you're doing. So I wish you all the luck for all your future projects. Also, sir, anything about social contribution that you would like to mention here that you guys are taking at your end?
Yeah, so we do take the CSR initiative quite seriously at our end. And in fact, we have adopted, a school close to Bangalore, which is almost about 70 kilometers from the urban areas. It's in a small village again. And we had, participated in the program through Rotary Club, and all the initiatives that Rotary Club actually undertakes, whether it's blood donation, it's your other foundation, charitable trust who actually approaches for any kind of donations, or even for that matter any association that we can have with these kind of bodies which help us to give it back to the society in some way or the other. That is something that we take it very seriously. And be it the educational programs, be the other social responsibilities that we look into, from time to time, we take that seriously. And again, at the same time, somewhere it also it is probably imperative for every business to sort of give it back to society, and that's something that people should look into quite responsibly as well, I would say.
Absolutely. So I think you've explained it all very well. And with this, we've come to the end of the session. But before we actually conclude it, any last message or piece of advice that you would like to give to all the people who are watching you, especially the younger generation who wish to be an entrepreneur someday? Any last message that you would like to give?
So the only message that I would say to them is that, follow your passion, dream, I think, and follow your dreams. They will definitely know the way. At the same time, have the integrity, as an individual, as a professional, as a business, as a team as well, which will take you forward again in life. And more important thing is that invest in relationships with people around, across the society, with different strata of people that you come across. Invest in that part, and the business will definitely follow. Do the right thing. Do not go after the herd mentality where people are going towards one particular direction. Just find your niche, understand what your strengths are, build on that, and maybe develop that. And at any point in time, you may not feel that it's going the right way, but I think patience is the key. Stick to that, stick to your game plan, stick to your business model, and I think that will take you through. And as I said, it's your team that makes you look good, and you need to have the right people with you and behind you as well for that to happen.
Right. I think that's one piece of advice everyone who's wishing to be an entrepreneur someday can keep in their minds. So thank you again for being with us today. You are truly an achiever, sir. And I wish you all the luck for all your future projects and endeavors. And may you keep inspiring everyone, including me, with your new milestones.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks.